Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation for the Research Days 2025. In this presentation, I will present a recent project called Female Board Secretary and Stock Price Informativeness. So our motivation comes from the special role of the board secretary. This is a unique position in the US, not in the US, but in the Chinese public firms. So the Chinese government and regulators requires all the listed companies to select a board secretary as a unique manager, which is different from those US settings. And for this board secretary, he or she has this special legal responsibility to ensure the accuracy and timeliness of the information disclosed, to ensure the company's decision to comply with laws and regulations, provide education to the board of directors and top managers, hold a meeting, and basically act as a liaison between the firms and different regulators. Board secretaries also is in charge for answering the investors' calls and also to maintain the investors' relationship. Given all those important and critical roles and responsibilities for the board secretary, previous studies have extensive research on how the board secretaries will impact the company's decisions and performance. They typically go from the board secretary's personal characters, his or her tenure years, and also whether the board secretary has some dual roles as CFO, CEO, or the board of director. However, among all those factors, okay, there's one thing that has been remained not fully discussed. That is the gender effects. So in this project, we actually look at the difference between the male board secretaries and the female board secretaries. So we look at the gender differences on the capital market efficiency, and we use the stock price informativeness (SPI) as the measure of the firm-specific information embedded in the stock prices. So our research question is, does the board secretary's gender impact the stock price informativeness? Okay, that means, in other words, if the female board secretaries or versus the male board secretaries will help the companies to provide more firm-specific information, which is reflected from the stock price. So we develop our hypothesis from a few perspectives. So from the first one, the female board secretaries will have a better job regarding the information disclosure quality, because the female executives are found to emphasize on the accuracy, honesty, and also the conservatism of the during their work. So they may have the influence on the firm's specific information dissemination through a better disclosure quality, more transparency disclosure, and finally improve the annual report readability. So if this is true, okay, following this hypothesis, we will expect to see a higher and more from specific information provided to the capital markets, and this will be reflected from a higher price informativeness. Alternatively, female board secretaries may have a better communication, okay, because female executives and and board members are found to have a better advantages in build a trust-based communication and relationship. They have this specific friendly communication style that will help to attract the investors and also the analysts. So previous literatures actually find investors prefer the female executives and gender diverse boards, and they have positive reactions to the female CEOs and CFOs. Finally, following the upper echelon theory, we actually expect that female board secretaries will help to reduce the disclosure violations of the company, because females are found to be more risk averse and also more likely to comply with all the regulations. So Female board secretaries may help to improve the board meeting effectiveness and also lower um, the earning management and also help to get fewer regulatory inquiries or penalties. So taken all those together, our hypothesis is female board secretary is positively associated with stock price informativeness. Now we go to our data and measures. Okay, we construct our sample from 2010 to 2022. Okay, here's the table of the for number of firms with male and female board secretaries. We measured SPI following the previous literature, and we use a log transformed R square from the following regressions. Our estimation strategy, okay, the dependent variable is the stock price informativeness measures. And on the right-hand side, we have this dummy variable, measures on whether the company has a female or male board secretaries. And we control for various site of the board secretary characteristics and firm characteristics. We also control for firm and year fixed effects. This is a descriptive statistics. We have 31,474 observations, and among them, about a quarter of the observations are the firms with female board secretaries. Now we have our baseline regression. Okay, we use two different measures of the SPI, and we found consistent results that having a female board secretaries, the company has a better or demonstrate a better and higher stock price informativeness. So that is consistent with our main hypothesis. Female board secretaries help the company to have more to have more firm specific informations into the capital market, which ultimately proves that a better and more efficient capital markets. For the potential mechanisms, we test the first one. The first channel is through the information disclosure. So we look at the female board secretaries' impacts on the analyst focused. We find that firms with a female BS actually are associated with stronger discrepancy and dispersion of the estimates and opinions of the financial analyst. And this actually means there are more different type of understandings and new information being introduced to the company. So the analysts help to disseminate and also to spread those different opinions, which helps the investors to update their understanding of the company and try to make the best decisions. The second channel is from the corporate governance. So we separate our sample into subsamples based on different corporate governance measures. And we find that the female effects and the gender effects from the board secretaries on SPI are stronger in those subsamples with worse or less corporate governance measures. That means the female board secretaries works better and more efficiently to improve the SPI for the firms with weak corporate governance. That actually confirms our expectation or hypothesis that female board secretaries can help to increase the corporate governance and help uh, to 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 help the information dissemination and disclosure through an improved corporate governance. Finally, we test whether these gender effects are different between SOE, state-owned enterprises, and non-state-owned enterprises. In China, state-owned enterprises are the majority player and is bigger, but they also but the non-SOEs are also plays critical roles in the capital markets. So we find these gender effects are stronger. Okay, in for the non-SOE companies, so means the gender effects are better. Okay, and are better and have this practical implications and uses for those non-SOE firms. So in conclusion, okay, our project look at the gender differences and fill the gap in the literature between the gender studies and also the capital market efficiency and SPI studies. We find the female board secretary is positively associated with stock price informativeness, and the two potential channels is through improved information disclosure and also a better corporate governance. These gender effects are stronger for non-SOE firms as well. So our project contributes to the understanding of the real effects from the board secretary on the capital market efficiency. And also, we propose a new factor, okay, which is the gender on the influence of the stock price informativeness. All right. Thank you for watching my presentation. Thank you very much.